Alright guys, welcome back to the Aaron's Garage YouTube channel. Today we got some work to do on some of my vehicles, including some daily driver maintenance on the Civic and just a few other odds and ends that I need to take care of. Now I kind of just been driving the Civic around and not really doing much to it, so today I think it's time to do an oil change, and I also have a new shift boot to put on it because the one that's currently on it is the wrong color and it's pretty torn up, so we're going to take care of that as well. You already know, we need a monster first before we start doing anything. Alright, we got our fuel. Let's go work on some cars. Okay, so first thing on the list, just a basic oil change. So nothing you guys haven't seen before. So we're just gonna quickly undo this cap and start draining it at the bottom. All right, I'm sure you guys seen oil changes a million times before, so I won't show you too much of this, just not to bore you. I'm usually pretty good on making a mess, so let's see if I can undo this without making a mess. There we go. Nice and clean. I always replace my crush washers. Throw a new one of those on there. If you guys are wondering, I use the OEM Honda filters. They're not that much more than like a Fram or a Castrol or something like that. And I don't know if it makes a difference, but I rather just put the OEM stuff on. I tend to beat the crap out of this car, so that's the reason I changed it early. It's been about 5,000 kilometers on this oil, and you can see it's not terrible looking, but it's decently black, so I think it's ready to change. All right, so it's come to a slow drip, so that's good enough for me. I'm gonna throw the drain plug back in with the new washer. Let's snug her down. Nice and tight. Perfect. Onto the filter now. All right, gasket came off with it. Let's prep our new filter. Get a little bit of oil on our new seal. It made complete sense.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I just bought it. Okay, so I finished the oil change on the car. It's all ready to go for some more daily driving. But now, the next thing I want to do is give this thing a wash. As you can probably see, it's been a few weeks since I washed this thing and it's absolutely filthy, especially the wheels. So, time to fire up the pressure washer and give it a good wash. So I just finished washing the car. Unfortunately, it just started raining. So I really don't think there's a point in drying it, but you know what? It's looking a lot better than it did before. It doesn't have like a month of daily driving grime on it. So I think we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, so the next thing I wanna do is change the shift boot in this car. So essentially, the OEM one, I somehow managed to tear two places, right here and right here. And I ordered a replacement black one on eBay, and of course they sent me a white one. Now this was over a year ago, and I just been too lazy to change it, so I finally got the part in, so let's swap this out. So I've changed this boot once when I changed it to the white one here, so I think I remember how to do it still. Okay, so this little threaded adapter is kind of stuck on there, so I'm just taking some channel locks with a cloth to hopefully not crack it or ruin the threads, and it looks like it's starting to come off. Okay, next thing is these little side trim pieces. I believe they just snap up. And I kind of want some of your guys' feedback. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the videos. I'm kind of just bringing you along with my daily life on the weekends, and this is kind of what I do, so I'm just kind of winging it, so you guys let me know. Okay, just gotta be careful with that. I don't want to break any clips. One piece. There we go, second piece. Now it looks like two screws that hold the whole entire shifter bezel on. There we go. Now this thing should pull out. There might be, yeah, there's a couple electrical connectors down here. There's one, two. Brake system problem. Oops, I probably should have shut off the car before I did this. And there's the last one. Now we got the whole entire shifter bezel free. It's kind of cool to see what it looks like underneath your shifter and, you know, how everything operates. Anyways, so here's the bottom of the shift boot bezel. You can see these little tabs on this shift boot, and that's what the new one was supposed to have in order for it to be plug and play. But in this case, I feel like I should still be able to get away with kind of cutting these tabs out if I have to and stapling them in. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick out these staples on the side there with this little pick. These guys are in there pretty damn tight. I undid all the staples, so this boot should just pull right out. There we go, there's the old boot. So you can see the new shift boot here. There's the top, there's the bottom. Unlike the old one, which has these little finger tabs poking out there, this one doesn't have it. Now, hopefully I should be able to maybe cut some slices and make my own tabs, but I guess we'll see, and hopefully it works out. I started kind of feeding it through, and I kind of cut my own makeshift tabs, as you can see right there. Might have to cut them a little longer to get a staple on that, but I'm gonna go around the whole thing, cut little makeshift tabs, and hopefully it fits up perfectly and I didn't cut it too short. Okay, so it took a little longer than I would like to admit, and unfortunately this boot is not gonna work as I cut it incorrectly. So I think the next step for me is getting a OEM boot. That way it will just, the tabs will just slide right through and staple in, because this does not look good, I'm not gonna lie. I was starting to get it nicely tucked over here, but once I got to the back part, I actually cut this boot in a weird way. So now this is just all messed up and it doesn't tuck in properly. So I'm just gonna get an OEM one with the tabs and we're gonna go from there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm not gonna act like everything just works out perfect the first time. So this Monday, I am gonna call the Honda dealership and see how much an OEM boot is and just slap it in from there. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this vlog / repair type video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. There'll be more of them coming, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.